In a world awash with age-old beliefs, Friedrich Nietzsche presents a daring challenge. He asks us to reconsider the very notion of resurrection. Nietzsche's perspective on resurrection departs from conventional religious views. Traditionally, resurrection is seen as a literal event, a physical return after death. This view is deeply ingrained in many religious doctrines. For Nietzsche, however, this concept seemed superficial. He proposed a metaphorical rebirth instead. To him, resurrection should signify a transformation of the self in this life. This idea is grounded in his broader philosophy of life, which emphasizes the importance of personal growth and change. Nietzsche believed that clinging to the idea of a literal resurrection limits our potential. He argued that such beliefs distract from the immediate possibility of transformation within this life. In his view, focusing on an afterlife can become a hindrance. It might lead individuals to devalue the present moment, seeing it only as a precursor to something supposedly greater beyond. Nietzsche saw this as a tragic waste of human potential. He believed that life should be lived fully, with each moment cherished and embraced. The concept of rebirth, as Nietzsche saw it, involves an ongoing cycle of self-discovery and self-improvement. This process is not about waiting for a divine intervention, but about actively engaging in life. It is about finding meaning and purpose through personal choices and actions. Nietzsche called this process self-overcoming, a central theme in his philosophy. Self-overcoming entails individuals continuously transforming themselves. Instead of adhering to pre-existing values imposed by external authorities, individuals create their own values. Nietzsche saw this as a path to true freedom and empowerment. He believed that by doing so, individuals can live authentically and fully. In his view, life is not about following a prescribed path. It is about forging one's own way and embracing the challenges that come with it. This idea of self-overcoming is radical, demanding, and deeply personal. It requires courage and a willingness to face one's fears and limitations. Nietzsche saw it as a lifelong journey, a constant process of becoming who you truly are. It is not an easy path, but one that promises profound fulfillment and growth. Through this process, individuals can experience their own kind of resurrection, a metaphorical rebirth that transforms their lives. Some critics argue that Nietzsche's view is nihilistic. They claim it denies any ultimate meaning or purpose in life. However, Nietzsche countered this perception. He insisted that his philosophy was about personal empowerment and growth. For him, nihilism was not an end, but a beginning. It was a starting point for constructing new values and meanings in life. Nietzsche believed that once old structures and beliefs are dismantled, a new space emerges. This space allows individuals to create their own meanings. It encourages them to take responsibility for their own lives and destinies. Nietzsche's radical verdict on resurrection thus turns the focus inward. It invites individuals to engage in a transformative process of personal rebirth. The idea of rebirth in Nietzsche's philosophy is both liberating and daunting. It challenges us to redefine our lives without relying on traditional religious structures. Instead of waiting for salvation from an external source, Nietzsche encourages us to find it within ourselves. This requires introspection, creativity, and a deep commitment to personal growth. Nietzsche's thoughts invite us to reconsider what it means to live a meaningful life. They urge us to question the assumptions we hold about life and death. They challenge us to seek fulfillment in the present moment and to embrace the power of transformation. Nietzsche's radical verdict offers a transformative perspective on resurrection. It shifts the focus from a distant afterlife to the here and now, emphasizing the potential for personal rebirth. By embracing this philosophy, individuals can experience a profound sense of liberation. They can break free from the constraints of traditional beliefs and discover their own path. Nietzsche's idea of rebirth is not about waiting for a miraculous event. It is about actively engaging with life and seizing the opportunities it offers. With this approach, resurrection becomes a powerful metaphor for personal transformation. It becomes a call to live passionately and authentically in the face of life's challenge. In summary, Nietzsche's reimagining of resurrection offers a radical departure from traditional views. It invites individuals to embark on a journey of self-discovery and self-overcoming. This journey is not for the faint of heart, but it promises a life of profound meaning and empowerment. As we explore Nietzsche's ideas, we are invited to consider how we might redefine our own lives. We are encouraged to embrace the possibility of rebirth in the here and now. Nietzsche's philosophy often encounters the critique of nihilism. Critics argue that by rejecting traditional values, Nietzsche leaves nothing in their place. They claim his ideas leave life devoid of meaning or direction. To some, this appears as a denial of any ultimate purpose. However, Nietzsche offered a different interpretation. He countered the notion that his philosophy was nihilistic. Instead, he saw it as a path to personal empowerment and growth. In Nietzsche's view, the dismantling of old beliefs is not the end. Rather, it marks the beginning of a new journey. For Nietzsche, nihilism was a necessary phase in the process of self-overcoming. It was a means to clear away outdated values. Once these old structures are dismantled, a new space emerges. This space is fertile ground for creating new values and meanings. Nietzsche saw this as an invitation to take responsibility for one's own life. He encouraged individuals to craft their own destinies. In this light, Nietzsche's perspective promotes active engagement with life. It challenges individuals to become creators of their own values. This process requires courage and creativity. It demands a deep introspection and a willingness to question everything. Nietzsche believed this path leads to true freedom and empowerment. By rejecting pre-existing doctrines, individuals can define their own sense of purpose. They can live lives that are authentic and deeply personal. Nietzsche's radical verdict asks us to reconsider the notion of resurrection. It shifts focus from a far-off afterlife to the immediacy of the present moment. This shift emphasizes the potential for personal transformation. It calls individuals to embark on a journey of self-discovery. Through this journey, they can experience a metaphorical rebirth. This rebirth is not reliant on divine intervention. It is achieved through personal choices and actions. Nietzsche's ideas invite us to redefine our lives. They challenge us to live without leaning on traditional religious structures. This can be both liberating and daunting. It invites a thorough re-evaluation of values and beliefs. It requires creating meaning where none was given. Nietzsche believed that this active creation of values leads to profound fulfillment. Living in the present becomes an art form under Nietzsche's philosophy. It calls for a deep appreciation of each moment. It demands embracing life's challenges and joys with equal vigor. This approach requires a shift in perspective. Instead of seeing life as a mere precursor to something greater, Nietzsche urges us to see it as the main event. By doing so, individuals can maximize their potential and live fully. This transformation is not something to wait for. It is not a distant occurrence. Instead, it is an ongoing process of becoming. Nietzsche encourages us to seize the opportunities life presents. Through this active engagement, personal rebirth becomes a reality. This transformation is a journey of self-overcoming. It is about becoming who you truly are. The concept of rebirth, as Nietzsche presents it, is a call to live passionately. It is about embracing authenticity in the face of life's uncertainties. It is about breaking free from the constraints of inherited beliefs. By doing so, individuals can find their own path. They can craft lives of meaning and purpose, unshackled by tradition. Nietzsche's philosophy is not for the faint-hearted. It demands a willingness to face fears and limitations. It invites a constant questioning of assumptions, yet it also offers profound empowerment. It provides a framework for personal growth and transformation. As we engage with Nietzsche's ideas, we are invited to reconsider our own beliefs. We are encouraged to embark on a journey of self-discovery. This journey is about finding meaning in the here and now. It is about the possibility of rebirth, not as a distant miracle, but as a present reality. Join us next time as we explore another transformative philosophical perspective. Until then, consider how Nietzsche's ideas might reshape your understanding of life. Reflect on the potential for personal rebirth and transformation. Thank you for listening. Friedrich Nietzsche wrote during a period of profound transformation in Europe. The 19th century was marked by rapid industrialization and scientific breakthroughs. These changes heralded the decline of traditional religious authority and the emergence of secular thinking. Nietzsche witnessed the erosion of religious structures that had long provided meaning and moral guidance. This cultural shift deeply influenced his philosophy. He famously declared that God is dead, not as a triumph, but as an observation of cultural reality. This statement captured the existential crisis of his time. People were left searching for new foundations of value and meaning. Nietzsche saw the rise of secularism as both an opportunity and a challenge. The opportunity lay in the ability to create one's own values. The challenge was to confront the void left by the absence of divine authority. Through this lens, Nietzsche's philosophy sought to empower individuals to become creators of their own destiny. His ideas encourage a reevaluation of values and the affirmation of life. In the next section, we will delve into how Nietzsche envisioned the process of creating values and what it means for individuals to shape their own moral universe. For Nietzsche, creating one's own values meant breaking free from societal norms and crafting a personal moral framework. This can be seen in the work of existentialists like Jean-Paul Sartre. Sartre argued that existence precedes essence, suggesting individuals must define their own purpose. His philosophy encouraged people to live authentically by making choices that reflect their true selves, independent of external dictates. In the entrepreneurial world, figures like Elon Musk embody the idea of value creation. Musk's ventures such as Tesla and SpaceX challenge conventional industries and emphasize innovation. By pursuing ambitious goals like sustainable energy and space exploration, he redefines success and reshapes societal values concerning technology and the environment. The feminist movement also reflects Nietzschean value creation. By challenging traditional gender roles and advocating for equality, feminists have redefined societal norms and empowered individuals to live by values of autonomy and justice. These examples illustrate how Nietzsche's philosophy transcends academia, influencing diverse fields and inspiring transformative change. By creating their own values, individuals not only shape their destinies but also impact the world around them. This leads us to explore Nietzsche's profound concept of eternal recurrence in the next section. In Nietzsche's philosophy, the concept of eternal recurrence serves as a profound test of one's life and values. Imagine living your life repeatedly in exactly the same manner for eternity. This idea challenges individuals to examine every action and decision as if they were to relive them perpetually. Nietzsche introduces this concept in The Gay Sciences and explores it further in Thus Spoke Zarathustra. It compels us to reflect on the authenticity of our lives and whether we would embrace them eternally. This thought experiment is not merely metaphysical speculation. It demands a radical affirmation of life, urging individuals to live with intention and courage. By confronting the eternal recurrence, one is prompted to evaluate the significance of their experiences and the values they uphold. Nietzsche argues that those who can accept this cycle joyfully exemplify the Übermensch, or the Overman, who creates meaning in a world devoid of inherent purpose. The eternal recurrence thus becomes a litmus test for living genuinely, elevating the importance of each moment. Next, we delve into critiques of Nietzsche's philosophy, examining how his ideas, including eternal recurrence, have been received and challenged by others. Nietzsche's philosophy has faced significant critique, primarily for its perceived nihilism and moral relativism. Critics argue that his proclamation of God is dead, mentioned in The Gay Science, ushers in an age devoid of absolute values, leading to a nihilistic void. Philosopher Karl Jaspers questioned whether Nietzsche left humanity without a moral compass, while Bertrand Russell criticized Nietzsche for promoting a doctrine that could lead to elitism and power worship. Another critique targets the concept of the Übermensch and eternal recurrence. Some interpret these ideas as potentially justifying tyrannical behavior, a misreading that Nietzsche himself feared. Walter Kaufmann, a prominent Nietzschean scholar, defended him by suggesting that Nietzsche did not advocate for the absence of values, but argued for the creation of new, individual ones. Nietzsche's concept of perspectivism also draws fire for fostering moral relativism. Critics assert it implies that truth is subjective and variable. However, defenders argue that Nietzsche's perspectivism encourages a deeper engagement with life's complexities, rather than dismissing objective truth outright. This criticism sets the stage for Nietzsche's own responses to his detractors, illustrating his engagement with and counter to these interpretations, which we shall explore next. Nietzsche would likely counter critics by highlighting the transformative potential within his philosophy. He emphasized the creation of one's own values as a path to personal empowerment. Nietzsche believed that individuals could overcome societal norms and forge a unique path. He saw this as an act of strength and creativity, far from nihilistic despair. In Thus Spoke Zarathustra, Nietzsche introduces the idea of the Übermensch, or overman, as an embodiment of this self-creation. The overman symbolizes humanity's ability to transcend conventional morality and realize its fullest potential. Nietzsche might also argue that his philosophy is a call to action, not mere contemplation. He saw the process of value creation as dynamic and continuous, requiring courage and resilience. Critics who see his work as overly individualistic or dangerous miss this point. Nietzsche might assert they overlook the liberating force of his ideas, which empower individuals to confront and transform their existence. As we transition to the next section, consider how Nietzsche's concepts might resonate today, offering insights into modern challenges and the art of living with authenticity. In a world marked by rapid technological advancement and cultural shifts, Nietzsche's philosophy finds new relevance. His call to create personal values challenges individuals to navigate the complexities of modern life with autonomy. As societies become more secular, the absence of a singular, overarching moral framework can lead to existential uncertainty. Nietzsche's idea of the Übermensch, or overman, inspires a reimagining of identity and purpose, urging individuals to transcend conventional norms and define their own existence. Modern challenges such as information overload and the erosion of traditional institutions may leave individuals searching for meaning. Nietzsche's emphasis on self-overcoming encourages a proactive stance against these pressures. By fostering resilience and creativity, his philosophy offers a toolkit for personal empowerment. In this way, Nietzsche becomes a guide for those seeking authenticity in an age of conformity. The applicability of Nietzsche's thought in today's world underscores the enduring nature of his insights. As we delve into the art of living, Nietzsche invites us to view life as a canvas for creative expression. This perspective paves the way for a discussion on how courage underpins the pursuit of an authentic life. Nietzsche envisions life as a dynamic art form. He suggests that individuals can shape their existence through deliberate and imaginative actions. For Nietzsche, living is not merely about adhering to societal norms or preset paths. Instead, it involves crafting a life that reflects personal values and aspirations. He encourages embracing life with the same passion and creativity as an artist approaches a masterpiece. This perspective demands an intentional approach to everyday existence. It requires one to engage with life actively, turning mundane moments into opportunities for self-expression and growth. Nietzsche challenges us to break free from the confines of conventional morality. He urges us to question inherited values and create new ones that resonate with our unique experiences. A vivid illustration of this can be seen in Nietzsche's own life. He lived as a wanderer and a thinker, often in solitude, reflecting deeply on his beliefs. His commitment to living by his own principles, despite criticism, exemplifies his philosophy. As we explore further, this creative approach to life lays the groundwork for understanding the integral role of courage. It is this courage that propels individuals to pursue authenticity amidst societal pressures, a theme we will examine next. For Nietzsche, courage is more than mere bravery. It is the driving force behind self-overcoming. He sees courage as essential in confronting existential fears and embracing the unknown. Nietzsche argues that to create one's own values, a person must possess the courage to question conventional morals and truths. This courage allows individuals to navigate the uncertainties of life, breaking free from societal constraints. In his work, Nietzsche emphasizes that courage is necessary to face the terrifying idea of eternal recurrence. This concept challenges individuals to live as if they would relive their lives repeatedly. It demands a courageous embrace of every action and decision. Nietzsche believes that only through courage can one fully affirm life, with all its chaos and unpredictability. Moreover, Nietzsche suggests that courage is required to endure suffering. He views suffering as an inevitable aspect of existence that can lead to growth and transformation. By confronting and transcending suffering, individuals can achieve a more profound sense of self. In the next section, we will delve into how Nietzsche links courage to the pursuit of authenticity, exploring how one can live genuinely in a world that often demands conformity. For Nietzsche, authenticity involves embracing one's individuality in defiance of societal norms. He saw modern society as a force that often suppresses true self-expression, promoting conformity over originality. This pressure to conform leads many to live inauthentically, masking their true desires and instincts. Nietzsche believed that living authentically requires self-awareness and the courage to defy these external forces. In his view, authenticity is not merely about being true to oneself in a passive sense. It demands active creation of one's values and purpose. Nietzsche's critique of social norms centers on their tendency to homogenize human experience. He argued that they impose a herd mentality, discouraging unique perspectives and lifestyles. By contrast, authenticity requires individuals to forge their own paths, guided by their inner will, rather than external expectations. This pursuit often involves risk and isolation, but Nietzsche saw it as essential for genuine self-discovery and growth. In the next section, we will explore how Nietzsche's concept of personal rebirth and self-overcoming ties into this pursuit of authenticity, offering a pathway to transcend societal constraints. For Nietzsche, self-overcoming is the process by which individuals transcend their current selves to become who they truly are. This journey demands rigorous introspection, questioning one's values and beliefs. Nietzsche believed that individuals could achieve a form of personal rebirth by grappling with their own limitations and actively shaping their destinies. This involves embracing life's challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than seeing them as obstacles. Nietzsche used the metaphor of the Übermensch, or overman, to describe someone who has successfully engaged in self-overcoming. The overman creates their own values and exists beyond conventional moralities. This state is not an endpoint, but a continual process of becoming. Nietzsche argued that through self-overcoming, individuals engage more deeply with life, experiencing it fully and authentically. A concrete example of this might be an artist who rejects popular trends to pursue their unique vision. In this act of defiance and creativity, they achieve a form of rebirth, shedding societal expectations to live according to their inner truth. This ongoing cycle of self-transformation is integral to Nietzsche's philosophy. Next, we will delve into the broader impact of Nietzsche's ideas, exploring how his philosophy influences contemporary thought. Nietzsche's philosophy casts a long shadow over contemporary thought. His ideas have significantly influenced existentialism. Thinkers like Jean-Paul Sartre and Martin Heidegger drew from Nietzsche's emphasis on individualism and the inherent meaninglessness of life. They expanded these ideas into a framework where individuals must create their own values and purpose. Postmodernism also bears Nietzsche's mark. This movement challenges the grand narratives and objective truths that Nietzsche critiqued. Michel Foucault and Jacques Derrida, for example, embraced Nietzsche's skepticism of absolute truths, questioning the structures of power and language. In the realm of self-help and popular psychology, Nietzsche's concept of self-overcoming resonates strongly. Books and seminars encourage personal transformation and the idea of becoming one's best self. This aligns with Nietzsche's call for individuals to transcend their limitations and forge their own paths. Nietzsche's influence extends even to political and cultural discourses, where his ideas spark debates on morality and power. As we explore Nietzsche's legacy, we find a thinker whose provocations continue to inspire and challenge. Next, we will examine Nietzsche's enduring relevance in the art of living, where his philosophy finds practical applications today. In considering Nietzsche's philosophy, we encounter a profound challenge to conventional wisdom. His call to rise above mediocrity and embrace self-overcoming resonates in today's world. By questioning established norms, Nietzsche encourages us to seek authenticity in our lives. His ideas on power, dynamics, and moral values compel us to reevaluate our roles in society. They invite us to shape our destinies with courage and creativity. Thus, Nietzsche remains a vital figure whose thoughts provoke introspection and growth. As we look forward, we might ask ourselves, how can we embody his principles in a modern context? In the next essay, we will delve into Nietzsche's relevance in the art of living. We will explore how his insights can guide us toward a more purposeful existence, where philosophy meets everyday life. Join us as we continue this journey through the profound and challenging landscape of Nietzsche's thought.